everyone, it's Hayley Mielnicki, your school dietitian here, back for another episode of Quarantine Cooking, where today I'm going to be showing you how to make my easy homemade flatbread. So this is actually a recipe from one of my great friends from culinary school, Rachel. She works for McCormick Spices, so if you see this label, that's where she works. So she posted this recipe and I thought I had to share it with you guys. It's so easy and so simple. So let's get started. In my bowl, I have 1.5 cups of regular all-purpose flour. I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and this is just going to bring out the flavors that we're going to add later on. And this is a great recipe for kids to make. There's no cutting, there's no heat, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of that, and then I'm going to add 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So this is an easy flatbread that you don't have to let sit or rise. You just kind of throw it into the pan and it bakes up in minutes. And then I'm going to add some of this Italian seasoning. So this is just basil, garlic, oregano, all those wonderful herbs and spices, but you can add fresh herbs if you have any, or any of your favorite spices. You could just do garlic powder, just salt, whatever you're feeling. I'm gonna add about 1 teaspoon of that. And then we're just gonna stir this together until it's combined. Okay, you can really make these your own. If you want to do them of like more of a sweet way, you could just add cinnamon, but you can really tweak this however you'd like. All right, so that's fully incorporated, and I'm gonna make a little well in the center, so just a little hole, and then I'm gonna add in a few tablespoons of olive oil, or any oil that you have on hand. So a few tablespoons of that goes into the center, and then I'm gonna add in some water. And this is where it comes to start forming a dough. So this is the part where you can really get the kids involved, to get them get their hands dirty a little bit. I'm gonna use a spatula so I can show you the rest of the steps, but you can get in there with your hands, and this will start to come together into a semi-sticky dough, but that's okay if it's a little sticky. And you just keep gradually adding the water until your dough forms a ball. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And this recipe is so forgiving because you can just add more flour if you add too much water. Super simple and easy. This is a great just thing to make on a weekend during the school year, or right now when you have a little bit of extra time. Just have something fun on the dinner table that you're not used to. And plus the kids can kind of get in there and eat this themselves. All right, so mine's starting to come together, and I'm gonna show you what I do next. So we're gonna press it all together into a ball, into our bowl. And then what I already did earlier was I took this ball and separated it into about 8 to 10 smaller little, like 1 to 2 tablespoon size balls. So I'm gonna move this aside, and I already have some resting right here on my baking tray, and I'll show you how they look. So they've been resting covered in a towel, and this is what they look like. So you don't even have to flour a surface for this. You can just take your hands and spread them thin. Keep going. Again, kids can do this basically by themselves. All right. You want it pretty thin because we're just gonna cook these in a skillet. So I already cooked some up for you, but we're gonna ask for an older adult or a sibling, someone's help with this step. You're just gonna heat a pan over medium-high heat with a little bit of olive oil or cooking spray just to grease it, and then you cook them for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. It's so easy. They just get lightly browned, and I'll show you how they come out. So I made some earlier. They're so easy. They're very rustic looking, but you can really make them your own, and they're so chewy and delicious. So easy to just throw together. The dough only rises for about 5 minutes, and that's it. So it's super easy, super simple. I hope you guys enjoyed. For all the recipes and more, you can go to our Farm to School Mohawk Valley Facebook page or our YouTube channel at OHM Dietitian, and as always on the Mix 102.5 Facebook page and website. I hope you guys enjoyed.